Yo, what's up guys, Free here. Welcome to another video of Sounds of the Love. Let's get finishing it now because I'm real like I am closing it to an end already. So yeah, Carrie, would you like to go somewhere with me tomorrow? After school, that is.
You want to go somewhere?
I don't mind because we've already went through a lot of shit, you know. Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Okay, sure.
She said yes. Carrie still seems rather embarrassed. It was only days ago that she herself invited me to town. Despite not calling it a date, I still find myself attaching a connotation to this upcoming trip with her. I don't plan on missing any opportunities with her. Anyway, I think I should get going. I'll see you at school tomorrow, Carrie. I try to make a swift exit, despite wanting to spend as much time with her as I can. Standing here with my heart pounding in my chest is setting my mind to a frenzy.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Technically tomorrow in the game and not for me. Stepping outside, I turn back to Carrie and give her a smile, one which thankfully she returns. Knowing that there's a future for us somewhere, it makes me feel content. Carrie slowly shuts the door behind me, as if trying to savor our time together. Things for us have been quick, sure, but tomorrow I plan on changing the course of things for both of us. To finally be there for Carrie, even if she is no longer constrained by the burden of depression, I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be hard to wait. Okay, I feel like he's going to take initiative and confess his feelings. Sounds of birds chirping wake me up earlier than I expect to. My new alarm clock is quite good in that sense, but I find that I want to wake up as early as possible. Don't you just have phones or something with alarms? That's more easier. It gives me time to get myself ready for another day, with today in particular being of enough importance for me to want to experience it. Today, a day which would have otherwise been a plain and generic day, is the day I take Carrie out on a date. Even though I never called it that, that's what it seems like. Her father even told me to take her out one, so in a way, I feel it is. More importantly, this is the day I'll tell Carrie my feelings, the ones which I've had for a while, all without realizing them. Now though, whenever I think about her, my heart races, energized by my passion and my desire to be with her. It's a strange feeling, one which I've never had before, but I embrace it. It's called love, my dear friend. After taking the time to freshen myself up, which involves the usual morning routine of a shower and teeth cleaning, I make my way downstairs to have breakfast. So far, these are things I would normally do. They are unlikely to change as well. However, the only notable difference today is the keen smile I keep on my face as I continue to feel a rush of emotion. In the dining room, as you'd expect, my family are sat around the table. Well, my mother and father at least. Unsurprisingly, my sister is still either in bed or slowly waking up. Joining my parents at the table, I reflect on the situations Carrie had found herself in. She may not be able to experience having both parents with her, but now she can finally stop worrying about leaving one for the other, especially when she doesn't even like her mother. I still don't know whether her father has told her yet, though I should be able to tell when I see her. A sight I look forward to. What are you so happy about, son? Isn't he allowed to be happy? Why do you have to question him? I'm not questioning him, woman. I'm just asking him why he's so cheerful. But that is questioning me. Still, I feel as if I should answer him. I don't mind telling him why I'm happy, just as long as I don't have to be specific about it. I'm going out later. The father knows what's up, man. He already knows. Instead of intensely badgering me for more information, my father refrains and provides me with a quick stare before giving me a small smile. Alright, son. Strange. Is it because I told him I was going to Carrie's house yesterday? I don't know. That would give him a good reason not to ask me whether I was going with a girl, if he already assumes I will be. Neither of us continues speaking, giving the opportunity for my sister to rather abruptly sit down beside me. As expected, it looks as if she's had a bad day already. Her lethargy, I don't know how to say that, it's all too apparent as it contrasts with my upbeat mood. She really doesn't do well in the mornings. What time is it? Looking at my watch, I realize it's about time I left. Even though my sister goes to the same school, I find myself leaving earlier than her most days. Of course, I've had even more of a reason for doing so recently. It's almost 25 past. Shouldn't you be leaving then? Yeah, I should be. Getting up, I grab my bag and head towards the door. My sister, still in her typical monotonous voice, calls out to me one last time. Tell the girl you're meeting I said hi. How does she know about Carrie? Still, I don't have time to question her. She does go to the same school as me, so it's more than likely that she's seen me hanging around with her. It's something I haven't thought about until now. I'll see you later. Or maybe she knows that girl. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's just seen them around together. Or maybe she guesses it's the girl, since he always go out with her. Ignoring her request, I make my way out of the door. Despite being a bit late leaving, I should still get there on time. It's the emotional drive that's pushing me forward. My pounding heart, my anxiety, the light sweat on my brow as the morning sunlight meets my face. All of these symptoms of my longing for Carrie, my love for her. I couldn't see her sooner. So he does like her. The late September sunlight shines down upon me as I stroll down the street with passion into each step. It's autumn, but to me it feels like summer. The frivolous attitude people can have towards life really kicks in at this time of the year. Or year. At least for students like us, anyway. Since we follow a Western curriculum, the school year had only started a few weeks ago. Nobody's really taking it seriously. To think that I'd experienced this after returning from the summer break, being able to walk with a slight pang of nervousness as I go to meet the girl that I've grown to love. All of my heart beating in a lively rhythm as I get closer and closer to the point in which we'll meet. The point where we first met. But I'm losing my breath here 24/7. The continued walk brings Carrie into my sight, causing my heart to speed up as I watch her diligently play with her clothes as if trying to make herself appear presentable. One thing which is made apparent is the distinct change of her style. Her hair, rather than being done in the cute braided manner I've become used to seeing, now flows downwards towards the floor, each strand glowing in the morning sun. The notable pair of glasses she wears seems to be missing as well. It's a striking contrast to how she normally looks, but it's not as if I haven't seen her like this before. The talk we had in her bedroom is all too memorable. Ooh, the talk in her bedroom. No, it's not how it went. As I approach her, Carrie looks towards me with a smile. Rather than expressing surprise at my appearance, something about her seems different, disregarding the obvious change in image.
Good morning.
Good morning,
How
Carrie.
are you?
I'm good. You look nice, Carrie. I struggle with getting the words through my mouth, as Carrie stands right before me. It wasn't like this yesterday, but now that I know these feelings thoroughly, seeing her overwhelms me.
Thank you. I wanted to try something different.
Ending her sentence with a beam of happiness, Carrie looks towards me as she holds me one arm with the other. It's almost as if she's nervous as well, both of us sharing the same feelings. Looking over her again, I feel as if this look suits her as much as her braids did. Admittedly, she did look cuter before, but today she seems just a little more mesmerizing. Maybe it's because of the affection I carry for her, but I know seeing her like this is something I will enjoy. That's if she keeps the look. One thing is on my mind though. How are you supposed to see without your glasses? Contacts, mate. Carrie blushes, looking down at the floor in embarrassment.
I'll wear them in school.
Oh.
It's just that I'm a little short-sighted is all.
Then you gotta help her, Seika. Walk around.
I can see fine. That's all that matters.
Her final line sends a flood of emotions through my mind, causing me to feel flustered. An expression which connects the two of us. Carrie looks at me timidly, though I can feel something in her eyes. Is this the difference? Did he tell her?
Shall we get going then?
Yeah, let's go. The two of us walk side by side, something which we would usually be doing. Now, however, I feel as if that bridge between us has gotten shorter and shorter. The days when Carrie was away, feeling sad, are now behind us. Her newfound happiness seems to give me enough of an indication that she now knows that she no longer needs to feel troubled, that she has a future here. Today, I plan on crossing that bridge, the bridge to her heart. God, man. It's like I forgot how to read. I'm losing my breath 24/7. The final minutes of class soon approach, my heartbeat acting as a metronome as time continues forward, soon to face the lunch bell. I haven't been able to think about anything but Carrie all day. After seeing the cute wave she gave me after we split up to get to our respective classes, I've been dying to see her again. Upon hearing the chimes that mark the start of lunch, I stand up quickly enough to gain the attention of several classmates around me. I don't have time to be concerned about it though. The more time I spend here, the less I spend with Carrie. Walking out of the door, I expect to see her cute face waiting for me as she usually does. However, in the corridor stands only the usual crowds of students waiting for their friends. Carrie isn't one of them. Instinct tells me to check her classroom, taking me down the corridor towards their room. I could have sworn that some of the people back there were in her class though.
There you are.
Ah, she's looking.
I thought I had missed you.
Carrie approaches from behind, startling me as slightly as I had assumed she would have been in her classroom, rather than trailing after me. Where were you?
Oh, sorry. I was in a call with my father.
Oh good, don't need to say sorry.
Shall we head to the cafeteria?
Weirdly, Carrie seems even happier than she was this morning. It's strange, I would have assumed that Mr. Irwood had told her earlier, even by how energetic she seemed when compared to yesterday. However, now it's like I'm facing a Carrie filled with a newfound spirit. Just what did he tell her during that call? Carrie and I turn down the corridor to begin our time together at lunch. She still carries a beam of happiness across her face. It's a nice sight, though I'm used to seeing her smiling timidly with a blush. If he did tell her, I would have assumed she would have told me. Or maybe not. Carrie doesn't even know that I'm aware of the custody issue, so maybe that's why she hasn't said anything. Either way, I'm glad that Carrie is finally free of worry and can be happy again. The only issue now is to get closer to her, close enough for her to hear my feelings. As we enter the cafeteria, it's hard for me to act calm. My mind continues to spin whenever I look in her direction. It shouldn't have taken this long to get to the cafeteria, but maybe my sense of time is flowing ever so slower. It's hard to act calm around her now that my feelings are in control, and given that there are no issues stopping our hearts from binding, it's just a matter of time before I let them out. Going by her father's words, she must be feeling something too. She must be forcing herself to act with passion, as if to make an impression. It's not really needed, but it's good to see her do so. If her father can be trusted, then us coming together isn't inevitability. How the heck, man? I never heard of that word in my life. Eventually, school ends on a rather usual note. If it wasn't for my outing with Carrie, I would usually be feeling pretty apathetic at this point. During lunch, neither of us really spoke to the other, despite Carrie's prior confidence. I think inside, both of us know that getting our feelings out is going to be a difficult task. Hopefully, this date can provide the groundwork for us to forge our relationship. The school bell rings, pumping up the speed of my heart. I now face something I've wanted for a while, something I've longed for. Hopefully I can get it done effectively. Hopefully I can bring us together. Outside stands Carrie, waiting for me as usual with a slight blush on her face. She knows as much as I do that we are about to embark on a journey that will change us. And to whoever gives in that first, that will truly set things off.
Shall we get going?
Yes. Yeah. I never told her where I wanted to take her. All I said was, would you like to go somewhere with me? Hindsight tells me that choosing something for us to do, just to set an atmosphere, would have been a good idea. However, I think that neither of us really care that much. We just want to spend time together. Starting our slow pace through the corridor, I feel something grasp my hand. Did she really?
Sorry!
I don't...
I got used to you taking me places like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He dragged her around to home or something. Nervousness strangles my voice. I can't get anything out. Part of me wants just to take hold of her hand. Part of me wants to tell her right now, I love you. Though something is stopping me from doing it. Something stopping me from moving forward. Let's see how it's gonna turn out like. We arrive in the center of town together. After spending a long period of the journey passively giving each other an occasional glance. An awkward but somehow enjoyable atmosphere. One that's always been between us. There's never been a moment where I haven't enjoyed spending time with her. It's just now there's a lot of more attention on that very aura that crosses between us and our hearts. The late afternoon sun provides a canopy of tranquility. The two of us remaining silent as we look towards one another. I love to know what she's thinking right now. It can't be any different than what's going through my mind. Carrie is the one to break the silence.
Well, we're here.
The library?
What should we do?
Although I was the one to invite her out here, on the advice her father gave, I still have no idea as to what I should do with her. Anything that involves spending time with her, I'm bound to find pleasurable. Is there anything you wanted to do, Carrie? I think I've just about managed to control the uneasiness in my voice.
I just want to spend time with you.
Oh! Okay, that's cool. Both of us come to the same conclusion. We really don't care what it is we do, as long as we do it together. Why not go on a picnic? Picnic sounds nice. Just chill and lie down. Carrie blushes at her own statement, causing me to feel a sense of warmth inside. This feeling is usually described as having butterflies in the stomach. They must be going pretty crazy then. Each second we spend together causes me to adore her more. A deep sense of affection, flowering from the seed she had placed in my heart. Okay, should we go for a walk? Carrie nods her head, looking at me with a sense of emotion. Her eyes are fixed on me, though I can't deny mine being fixed on her. We start to walk again, making our way further into town. Carrie's golden hair flows down her back, ruffled around periodically by slight breezes passing. It makes her all the more attractive. How does she not have friends? Oh, sakura trees. Our unplanned stroll together takes us to a part of town, famed by students as the date spot. Numerous couples can be seen enjoying the view of the city. Instances of people falling in love.
I want to tell you something.
Carrie walks ahead of me, quickly turning back to face me with her reddened face. Instead of directing her eyes away, as she normally would, she locks them with mine.
I wanted to thank you for being there for me.
You're gonna make me cry.
Recently, I've been going through a lot.
I feel sorry for you. Words flow from Carrie's mouth, a river of emotion, with the source deep within her heart. I have a feeling as to what she's going to tell me, though I appreciate being able to hear each and every word. The experience I knew she had gone through, told from her own perspective in her very words.
You knew things weren't going well with my parents.
We've all been there once, alright?
They were going through a divorce.
I nod in response to her words. I don't want to interrupt her.
My mother wanted to take me away. It hurt me. I thought I'd have to leave my father. I thought I'd have to leave you. I didn't want to do that. And now, I'm happy. I was told I was going to stay with my father. I'm happy because I finally get to tell you.
Oh my god.
I love you!
Oh my god. Carrie once again lifts her eyes, looking towards me with a sense of embarrassment on her face. Her feelings released from her heart. Inside, it makes me happy. One of us was bound to let our feelings known to the other at some point today. Now that it's finally happening, part of me feels content, overwhelmed with the emotion of love. both my own and Carrie's.
It's been like that for a while. You gave me the opportunity to speak to someone, to feel this way. That's why I had to tell you.
Carrie stands still, almost frozen as she breathes heavily. I watch her tremble slightly as she continues looking in my direction, playing with the end of her hair as it rests down on her side. A small gust causes her skirt to flap around, quickly pushed down by her left hand. Now that she's reached out to me, I feel as if it's time to do the same, to tell her how I feel. I'm happy, Carrie. Because, well, I love you too. Oh my god, it's weird for me to say that. Carrie looks up in some surprise. Her face, still reddened, shines in the afternoon sun from where she had been sweating from nervousness. After spending time with you, I realized what it is I was looking for. I was able to find something in those moments. The moments I've enjoyed. That's why, Carrie, I want to thank you too. Both of us here together have managed to become different people. Before, Carrie was a timid girl. Her feelings, her thoughts, locked inside because of bad experiences. Being bullied, her parents going through a divorce. All of it was painful for her. To think that she managed to find something in me, it's a wonderful feeling. On the other hand, before I met her, I was just the new transfer. Nobody really showed much of an interest to me. Meeting her gave me the chance to connect with someone, to change my outlook on life. That's why I'm glad I met her.
I'm so happy.
Seika, you found yourself a beautiful girlfriend.
I can't believe it.
Don't worry, you're not dreaming. Carrie smiles at me. I smile more than one of simple gratitude. It's one filled with love.
I'm glad our feelings are mutual.
Me too. I was going to confess to you today, but you beat me to the punch. Over the past 2 weeks, we've managed to form something together. It's a short amount of time when looking back, but I don't think I'll ever forget the events which have brought us together. From meeting her by chance on the street, to being able to fall in love. It's a cliche, but it's one which I cherish. Both of us are happy that we are able to make that connection. Now, it's time for us to move forward, to forge a relationship. The events that troubled us are now in the past. What we have to do now is clear. We have to be there for each other. An easy task considering how much we enjoy spending time together. In the end, we are glad that we were able to hear one another. The sounds of our love. The girl I love. Carrie.
Thank you.
No, thank you for providing me the story. That was pretty. I loved it. Sounds of her love. Wow. Seika, you found yourself a beautiful girlfriend. His father must be freaking proud as hell, jumping around his freaking house. Guess. Wow. Man, do you see that picture in the last second? She just like, Amber Barley. Well, Amber, thanks for doing the voicing for Carrie. You actually did a very excellent job. She did an excellent job. In-game CG artwork. JMC 5221. But, wow. For a free-to-play game, that's only like what? It just took me like 2.5 hours to complete while just, reading with you guys. But I'd say if you're just reading by yourself and skimming it and stuff like that, fast read, I'd say it would just take about an hour and 20 minutes. It's not that long, to be honest. The story is not really that long. Pretty much you meet a girl, something's going on with her, you fix her up, and you fall in love. Pretty much like that. And holy damn. That picture, she's so cute. Look at her. She's beautiful as well, man. Wow. Well, I guess that's the end now. That's the end. There's 3 endings apparently, but you already know this is the true ending. Like, you can tell this is the true ending, man. Like there's no other ending that would beat this. Probably one is you stuffed up, or the other one is that you stuffed up as well. Or maybe there's one ending where you don't confess at all, and the other ending you just break up or something. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. I'm pretty sure this is the true ending. It has to be. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it.